Welcome to this comprehensive exploration of business process model and notation. We will uncover how BPMN standardizes communication, bridges business and technical teams, and empowers organizations to visualize, analyze, and optimize their critical operational workflows effectively. We begin by defining the core standard that transforms chaotic workflows into clear visual narratives. BPMN serves as the universal language connecting business needs with technical execution, ensuring every stakeholder understands the process from start to finish. This visual guide highlights key elements like start events, tasks, and gateways. It demonstrates how standardization benefits teams by improving communication and simplifying complex process documentation for everyone involved in the workflow. By adopting this notation, organizations ensure that diagrams are not just drawings, but precise specifications. This clarity prevents errors and aligns expectations across different departments working on the same project. The primary goal of these diagrams is to eliminate miscommunication between diverse groups. Whether you are a manager or a developer, a shared visual language ensures that process improvements are understood and implemented correctly. This example shows a leave application flow across employee, manager, and HR roles. It illustrates how decision diamonds and sequence flows map out the logic required for approval and rejection scenarios. Visualizing the sequence helps identify bottlenecks early. It allows stakeholders to see exactly where delays occur and who is responsible for each step in the operational chain. To build these diagrams, you must master the specific symbols that represent different process components. The standard categorizes elements into flow objects, connecting objects, and swim lanes for easy recognition. This legend organizes elements into categories like flow objects and artifacts. It serves as a quick reference for identifying icons such as pools, lanes, and data objects within your workspace. Using the correct symbol ensures your diagram is valid. It allows software tools to interpret the logic correctly for automation or simulation purposes without manual intervention. Swim lanes define who does what, while flow elements define the sequence of actions. Understanding the distinction between pools and lanes helps you map organizational boundaries and responsibilities accurately. Flow elements connect to form the actual workflow behavior. Events trigger the process, activities perform work, and gateways control the branching logic based on specific conditions. Connecting objects link these elements together. Sequence flows show order, while message flows indicate communication between different participants or external systems in the broader ecosystem. Creating a new diagram starts with selecting the right template from your software menu. You can choose a blank canvas or an existing BPMN template to begin your modeling journey. This window displays options for business process diagrams and other models. Selecting the correct type ensures your workspace is configured with the right tools for BPMN 2.0 standards. Once selected, you name the diagram and confirm the settings. This initial setup defines the scope and context for the process you are about to document in detail. The process begins with a start event, which triggers the entire workflow. Dragging this icon from the toolbar onto the canvas initiates the sequence of activities that follow. This interface shows dragging a green circle from the palette to the canvas. The dashed arrow indicates the action, snapping the element into place to start the flow. Start events mark the entry point of your process. They signal when the workflow begins, ensuring that every subsequent task has a clear origin within the system. Next, you add tasks to represent specific work units. Using the resource catalog, you can drag shapes to create connected elements automatically, speeding up the design process significantly. This resource catalog shows various shape icons for different task types. Selecting a rounded rectangle creates a standard activity node connected to the previous start event by a line. This method ensures connectors are created automatically. It reduces manual drawing errors and maintains the logical sequence required for valid process modeling and future automation. Modern tools offer AI generation to convert text into diagrams instantly. You can also run simulations to test costs and times before implementing changes in the real world. The AI generator accepts natural language prompts to build editable diagrams. This feature is invaluable for rapid prototyping when you need to visualize a complex narrative quickly. Simulation tools calculate process costs and operational times. This data driven approach helps you validate improvements and optimize performance before committing to expensive implementation phases. Consider a healthcare company facing delays and communication breakdowns in claims processing. They needed a standardized approach to reduce processing time and improve customer satisfaction scores significantly. The challenge involved multiple handoffs and a lack of visibility into the workflow. Without clear documentation, bottlenecks were hidden and accountability between departments was often unclear. They needed to identify inefficiencies and standardize their process documentation. The goal was to reduce the average processing time from 45 days down to the industry benchmark. By modeling the as-is process and running simulations, they identified specific bottlenecks. The redesign introduced parallel processing and automated validation to streamline the entire claims lifecycle. The results showed a 37% reduction in processing time. Error rates dropped significantly, and customer satisfaction improved due to faster, more reliable claim resolutions. Documentation clarity enabled faster onboarding for new staff. Operational costs were reduced while maintaining high standards of accuracy and compliance throughout the entire healthcare workflow. Start with the big picture by identifying primary participants and their interactions. Use clear, action oriented naming conventions to ensure every stakeholder understands the purpose of each task. Begin by identifying primary participants and their interactions. Use message flows to show communication between pools without getting bogged down in details initially. Identify the primary participants or pools that interact within the process. This establishes the organizational boundaries and sets the stage for detailed mapping. Use message flows to show communication between pools. This ensures you capture the external interactions that drive the overall business outcome effectively. Name all elements with clear action-oriented descriptions to avoid confusion. Maintain consistent naming conventions across your organization for better readability. Use verb-object format for tasks like process invoice or review application. This clarity ensures every stakeholder understands the specific action required. Maintain consistent naming conventions across your organization. This consistency prevents confusion during reviews and ensures everyone interprets the diagram the same way. Leverage the resource catalog to rapidly create connected elements and reduce errors. Keep diagrams focused by limiting scope and using subprocesses for complex activities. When building your diagram, use the resource catalog feature to rapidly create connected elements. Hover over any shape, click the icon, and drag to select. Hover over any shape in the palette to see available options. Click the resource icon to activate the drag and drop functionality for rapid creation. Drag and select the next element type to create a connector automatically. This approach significantly speeds up diagram creation and reduces manual drawing errors. Share draft diagrams early and often to facilitate discussions. Use BPMN's intuitive symbols to help non-technical stakeholders understand the process flow clearly. Share draft diagrams early and often with your team members. This practice ensures you catch issues before they become major problems during implementation. Use BPMN's intuitive symbols to facilitate discussions with non-technical stakeholders. This visual language bridges the gap between business needs and technical requirements. Maintain documentation synchronization using tools that generate SOP manuals from models. Consider AI-powered generation for complex processes and export effectively for different audiences. Use the doc. Composer tool to generate SOP documents automatically. Ensure that documentation always reflects the current process model to maintain integrity. Use the doc. Composer tool to generate SOP documents automatically. This feature creates PDF manuals when processes change, saving significant administrative time. Ensure that documentation always reflects the current process model. This synchronization ensures that the written procedures match the actual operational workflow perfectly. Use Visual Paradigm's export capabilities for different audiences and needs. Choose PNG for quick sharing or XML for exchange with other tools. Use PNG for quick sharing with stakeholders or PDF for formal documentation. These formats ensure your diagrams look professional in any context. Use BPMN 2.0 XML for exchange with other BPMN compliant tools. This ensures your models can be imported and used across different software platforms. BPMN has established itself as the premier standard for process visualization and improvement. By following these guidelines and leveraging advanced tools, you can transform modeling into operational excellence. Visual Paradigm provides the comprehensive solution needed for modern organizations. From intuitive creation to AI generation, the platform supports every stage of your process lifecycle. Start your journey today to experience the difference professional modeling makes. Your organization will benefit from increased efficiency, quality, and customer satisfaction through better process management. Thank you for joining this journey into BPMN excellence. We hope you feel empowered to apply these standards and tools to your own workflows. Please reach out if you have questions about implementation or further training opportunities.